Nice little spin, lift her back up, let some of that drip off of there, and voila,
Voila.
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 The guy even said voila. I can't make this stuff up.
Welcome back to the channel. I am excited to make this video. I had a completely different thing planned on my agenda to share with you, but something came up in the fitness industry, especially the YouTube space. This is the hottest topic going on right now. You do not want to miss this video. It has to do with, I believe, the YouTuber Excercise4CheatMeals. He has been gathering evidence against a very popular fitness YouTuber, Remington James. He sells a fitness cookbook for around $100. He's taking recipes from other people, claiming them to be his own. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gram for gram, ingredient for ingredient, cook temperature for cook temperature.
The man's going in.
Exact same.
You can just tell this guy he's ready. Okay, me an intro
Yes,
like
Remington,
that.
Let's take the time today to sit back and be honest. In this video today, we will be looking at both Remington's recipes and his Anabar product and be going through similarities and differences, mostly similarities, in products.
Holy
hours
shit.
and hours of research went into this, so if you find any useful information, please support this video by sharing it. And
I'm
make sure you
supporting this
watch the
video.
entire
I'm sharing it on my
We can't
channel.
come to let's remind ourselves how Remington reacted when a recipe reviewer used one different ingredient in one of his recipes.
ingredient listing looks very similar to mine. The red background, the white. I'm just saying there's a similarity there.
Okay, so he's mad. It seems like he's calling other people out for copying his recipes, and he's pretty upset.
I write them for a reason. You want a YouTube channel where people
Wow.
respect your opinion. How about you respect other people's work?
Integrity,
You obviously
people.
copy my
Integrity.
ingredient listings.
He doesn't take too fondly to someone who copies, right? So I would assume that he wouldn't go out and copy himself. And we will start with a category I would like to call highly inspired. Let's start with protein in the game. This
Protein
is a
Chef.
recipe that Protein Chef posted in April of 2017, and Remington posted his own in June of 2017. Ironically enough, this is
The videos
best
look exactly the
performing
same.
recipe video that Remington has ever done. And while you're looking at that
Did he
screenshot,
steal the
keep that
video
peanut butter
too?
and
Like, did he
jelly
just
in mind.
let me just copy the
Anyways, let's
recipe
take a
and
look at
edit the whole video the exact same way?
We're gonna need 3 large eggs, cream cheese. We're gonna need 150 grams of a fat-free.
It looks like he did. Holy
We're
shit.
also gonna need some oregano. Gonna be using about half a teaspoon of this,
Not even trying to hide it.
Fourth a teaspoon of garlic powder,
along with a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder in this recipe.
and 9 ounces of your choice cheese.
And we're also gonna need 2 bags of fat-free shredded cheese,
And on top, your favorite pizza sauce,
some pizza sauce,
favorite pizza cheese, some optional pepperonis.
some pepperoni. How much
It's
is
the exact same video.
Nope.
We have some Parmesan cheese. We're gonna be using 30 grams of this as well to add some flavor.
And there's a different amount of cheese, but Protein
Holy
Chef
shit.
actually adds more cooking time and
This
the
is just
cooking
wrong.
temperature between the two recipes.
Throw them on a baking sheet and then into the oven on 375 for around 20 to 25 minutes.
And place these on a baking tray to place in the oven, and the oven has been preheated and is now set.
Wow. Feel no shame?
Throw them in the oven again on 375 for around 20 minutes or until your cheese is fully melted.
Now, once again, we're gonna place this back in the oven.
Moving on to Exhibit 2, we have a protein
This
pancake
man's
recipe
face.
by a keto.
So the first ingredient we need is 220 grams of fat-free cottage cheese. It's gonna add 184 grams of liquid egg whites. Now we just need 56 grams of coconut flour. Now I'm gonna add in 5 grams of 0-calorie sweetener. And then finally, I'm just gonna put in 3 grams of vanilla extract, so about a little splash. And then the final ingredient, 3 grams of baking powder.
So there was slightly different amounts, but no scoop of
Barely.
Better
He's just
yet,
rearranging the
Joe
ingredients
Duff
slightly.
actually left a comment on your video to let you know
You're not
his
fooling
thoughts.
anybody. Pretty sure you just made my pancake recipe
Okay,
from
some
3
of
years
you might
ago.
have started to see
Bro,
what may be-
The
some of
man,
you are like,
the man knows
"No,
that
no,
he
it's
stole his
different
recipe
amounts
and
still,
called him
and
out. I would be
so
so pissed.
It's not really copying, okay?
I would be so pissed.
Okay. I always want to give the benefit of the doubt. So we will move on
That's
to
true.
category 2, which
The man
would
has
like to
more
call
evidence.
highly sus. Why, you ask? Because the ingredients are 1-for-1 the same as the original recipe.
I just want to say the level of editing this man has put in and research is amazing. This man deserves to go viral. He is working hard. And as a new YouTuber, I'm learning all this editing and all the work and the research and, you know, the writing it takes. I have nothing but respect for people that create content. it does infuriate me to think that this very popular YouTuber is just taking the hard work of others.
That came out before Remington's. For our first example, we will start with the Buff Dudes. I am sure most of us
I
have
love
come
that channel.
across the Buff or Remington's peanut butter cookie recipe that he posted 5 years later.
2 large eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of a sugar substitute sweetener. I am using stevia myself. 3/4 cups of a vanilla whey protein. You need 3/4 a cup of peanut butter.
Again, I want to give the benefit of the doubt, so let's go through the cooking time and the cooking temperature.
325 degrees. Now this is all going to depend on your specific oven. We're going to be putting it in once it's preheated to about 5 to 6 minutes, again depending on your certain oven.
Cooking at 325. We're gonna take this now. You put this in here for about 5 to 6 minutes. Keep in mind your oven temperature and your cookie consistency. Everything can vary depending on the type of oven you have.
Again depending on your certain oven.
Highly sus. For our second example, we will
Highly
be checking
sus.
back in with the protein chef, and this time he made a high protein peanut butter and jelly sandwich way back in 2016. Now remember, this is the second best performing recipe that Remington has ever posted on his channel, behind the deep dish pizza that protein chef also originally created.
We have ourselves some natural peanut butter right here. Fresh jar, figured this would be our best bet. We're using sugar-free with fiber strawberry preserves. This Healthy Life 100% whole wheat, high fiber, whole grain bread. Protein powder, I'm opting for vanilla because it seems to be the most neutral of the flavors you can use, but Greek yogurt as well. Check it out, guys. Hopefully you can see this. Look how creamy that is. Literally looks just like peanut butter.
Exact same recipe.
Holy.
No credit given. All right, Nick, well, it was just a PB&J sandwich, and it was like 4 years ago.
This
and,
man
you know,
got some.
At that time, he was just trying to make a name for himself. You know what? That's fair. Actually, in a recent podcast that is hosted by James English and Sushbra called The Modcast, Remington James went on there and talked about his
How much
old
proof do we
friends
need?
and why he keeps his circle small.
When I started YouTube, dude, I was in this small town that no one in the town had done YouTube before me. I'd have friends get really weird about it, and they're like, yeah, I can't do those with you anymore. And then the next week, they're stealing my idea and going and doing their own eating challenge
Wow.
and trying to start a channel.
This guy's
And
trying to
so-
call
and I'm
people
not
out.
People are trying to make content.
This just keeps on getting more interesting. The third recipe introduces someone you might not expect. His name is Mason Woodruff, and he has been creating recipes for years. A healthy popcorn chicken recipe. Remington made a recipe by the same name in 2019. Let's put Mason's ingredient list here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and weigh out a pound of chicken, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika. Now I know this is a weird one, but hear me out. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of ground mustard, 1 teaspoon of black salt. We're gonna be using cornflakes. Measure out about 2 cups, or I weighed out 80 grams and I put them in a baggie. Because what we're gonna do is
He
go
even
in and
stole
we're
the
gonna
cornflakes.
bang, bang, bang.
Gram for gram, ingredient for ingredient. Cook temperature for goddamn cook temperature. The exact
For goddamn
same.
cook
If there
temperature.
was any way this was all just a coincidence, here's what I thought.
Wow. This, on just the first bite, 10 times better than the chocolate chip cookie.
I like this guy's haircut because it's very similar to mine. His is just slightly more over. Maybe if I get a following as big as his, I will progressively push the hard part more to the right. And maybe I'll need to grow some facial hair.
Flavor's a 9 out of 10. If you gave me this donut,
Never heard of this channel before, but I will absolutely be subscribing after this video.
Dunkin' Donuts is never fresh. Pisses me off.
Grams,
I
sugar-free
wonder
chocolate
what this
syrup.
guy is
Finally,
gonna
we
do
use
or
32
what
grams of
he's gonna
fat-free
say.
cream cheese. Nice little spin, lift her back up, let some of that drip off of there, and voila,
Voila.
Voila.
The guy even said voila. I can't make this stuff up. Credit declined. I get an idea
Aced
for a
the
recipe,
transition
I always
titles.
Give them credit in my video.
This video is a
Last
10 out of
year,
10.
I have
Best
and they are
produced
from
videos
my
I've
main
seen on
man,
YouTube
Sam,
in
the cooking
a
guy.
long
Every
time.
14 today.
All this
But,
food
of
looks
course,
so damn good.
still no credit. 8 recipes, 6 different creators. And there's more, but this video is already way too long. If it looks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck,
This is
it's
nuts.
probably a duck. Remington James never gives credit where he gets anything from, takes certain recipes and represents them as his own. But am I mad
Wow.
that I grind
Yep.
every damn day into the wee hours of the night to create my recipes?
Real quick, I can relate to his anger because up until 2 months ago, I had no idea I was going to start YouTube. And since then, I've had to learn so much. I never truly understood the amount of work it took to produce a 5 to 20 minute piece of video. To know that this guy is stealing other people's work is, I could feel that. I could feel that in my chest.
Hell yeah, man. Big or small, that are grinding every damn day, trying to do their best.
Hey, that's me.
For someone to come in
Small,
and take a recipe from someone,
but someday
and
big.
to not even give credit for it, come on, man. There is enough people watching videos on this platform for everyone to thrive and be successful.
So I absolutely agree with that. I have to share this video because it's the right thing to do. You can't let people get away with things like this.
It's just selfish as hell, bro.
Let's see if he's done a response video. Let's see. Let's see what the response is. Oh my gosh, what's he gonna say?
All right, we're gonna make this short, we're gonna make this sweet, we're gonna make this to the point. I've been accused of stealing other people's recipes.
Yes, you have. I have no idea what this man's about to say. How can he save himself from the mountain of evidence that Exercise for Cheat Meals just presented to the whole damn world?
That although I think stealing is a very strong word with zero context, I am guilty and I have never looked guiltier in my life. The evidence is damning.
Okay, I can respect the first part. It doesn't make it right, but he opened up with the truth. He said yes, he just stole the damn recipes.
Time to make a recipe, I would Google, read a forum, protein recipes. I would try to find something I could make literally, strictly for content. I took no pride in that I was this like anabolic chef making these masterpieces. It looks terrible. Trust me, I get it. I watched it and didn't like myself. I never, ever once even thought that I was stealing. I never looked at it that way.
How could he not look at it like it's stealing? It's common sense. If you're going into YouTube, you should have some understanding of copyright, especially just taking other people's work. You learned that in at least by middle school. The problem is he gave no credit to any of those chefs. I know damn well that I need to give credit where it's due. Just like this video right here, I'm saying, hey, I'm reviewing another person's video.
There were some other accusations made saying some of my recipes are similar, which I'm gonna call BS on that. I mean, you can only make some of these things so many ways. Filming 4 to 6 recipe videos a week, shooting, editing, doing them all myself. When you were making that much content, you were looking everywhere for inspiration. I try my hardest not to copy anybody.
Tries his hardest not to copy anybody. Highly sus.
Videos just so I don't accidentally, even subconsciously copy anybody. I go out of my way not to do it. I honestly do. Anybody that knows me in person, that knows how hard I work for this and how proud I am of what I do, knows my character, understands that my intention or my goal was never to rip anybody off or steal from anybody. And just because I knew that those recipes in general weren't really recipes that even lived up to my quality because the calories
Recipes that lived up to his quality. Come on, bro.
were still really high. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this. There's older videos. Yes, I definitely just found recipes, made them, and filmed them. Old recipe videos, the ones that are the blatant copy ones, I will take those down. And I honestly forgot a lot of these even existed.
He forgot that his #1 top ranking most viewed videos existed. He probably made a fortune off of, AdSense and promotion, and probably sold a ton of cookbooks just off those recipes, and he forgot. Come on.
Filmed them really quick and put them out and just forgot, man. How else to say it? I feel like if I get on here and I try to bow down, it would be so fake. It would be so fake. That's not.
I'm not sure how I feel about that apology. He admitted taking the recipes. It just didn't feel very sincere at all. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. He's not sorry. I don't know. I think he's just sorry he got caught.
That's it. I'm out. Later.
And he's out. Later. Wow, a lot of drama. It's intense because I too have been following this guy for years. It's just hard to believe that people will take other people's work and try to claim it for their own. I'll see you next week, guys. Peace.